environmental issues. They affect us all. And so, tonight on Second Nature, we'll be recycling some old nature footage.
to be right. Let's start the fucking show, eh?
You're going to jail.
I will never leave you two.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking law. I'll beat your ass.
Don't come to my trailer again.
beat your ass.
You officially entered the wet panty zone.
Folks, let's switch over here and make ourselves a little more comfortable. Thank you. It's Thursday night, folks, and thank you for joining me for another frolic through this weirdo wonderland we call the internet. We've got some good clips. Actually, a lot of these clips I haven't watched through. Many of them come courtesy, of course, of Fat Photog and Todd for catching the Von Helton stuff. So we're going to get caught up. We're going to get caught up with the Von Helton stuff. I see people making predictions how long it is tonight. I don't know. I didn't count it up. Probably tip the 2-hour scale. I don't know. We don't have those big, long live streams anymore. You know what I mean? From Von. But we got a collection of videos that he's put up, including a big announcement about aliens, apparently. I think I saw a bit of that one. And, geez, the other stuff, it's just, you're going to have to wait and see, folks, if you haven't already seen it. Is J-Dubs dead? I have no idea. Who cares? I don't know what's going on with J-Dubs. He's probably the financier of Von Helton's exploits across the states. Where is he now? I heard Texas last time, but then someone else was saying Las Vegas. I don't know where the fucking guy is anymore. But maybe we'll find out tonight. Now, we also got some other little gems. CYRAXX, we haven't covered in a while. We have CYRAXX doing a ramen noodle challenge, a mukbang of sorts. That's a little hot, folks. So we're going to check that out. We got EMO screaming in the car about brain damage. So we're going to check some of that out. It's pretty entertaining. We have an absolute gem with Targeted Citizen. It's a short video. You remember when J-Dubs was in Walmart and he was just openly talking about like foreigners and stuff loud? It's like that times 10. He's got the camera mounted on his cart at Walmart and he's going around pointing out all the illegals and how they breed like rabbits, like right to their face pretty much. So that's, we're going to watch some of that. And of course we got a lot of regret coming from Rev and Hammy, who are live right now. And if you guys want, we can watch a little bit of it. It's kind of boring. They're not on camera. They're just crying about not having money, appreciating, when they had money. I tell you what, I don't want to make this confusing, but let's give a 1 in the chat, folks. If you think that Reverend Shanny did not learn their lesson, and if he had money, they would do the exact same thing. Give me a 1 in the chat if you think if they had money again that they would just go through it in record time and have absolutely nothing to show for it at the far side of the other side. Folks, there's no doubt in my mind they have not learned their lessons, but they are full of regret, and apparently they're still crying. I don't know, they cry about this Buff Weeb guy and what went down. Now look, I don't know this Buff Weeb guy, he said some stuff about me and stuff I definitely didn't say. But, karma is kind of weird. I noticed that he's only got like about 4 or 5 videos on his channel now. Someone went on a flagging spree, apparently. You learn your lesson, with these people. But, Rev and Shanny, I don't know. Out of one side of their mouth, they cry about how they got ripped off. But I do want to give the guy a little bit of credit. He did give them money. And I don't think it's fair that Rev and Shanny don't calculate in the cost of the hotel rooms, the cost of like the water and pizza or whatever the guy was supplying, the fact that they were not laying on their back on the ground in a tent. So you gotta give a little credit for that, at least in the sense that Rev and Shanny just completely don't appreciate anything, right? Now, as far as the other criticisms of that whole fucking shit that went on, that's a different story. But I'm just talking about that particular thing. But they're over there right now. They're crying. One side of their mouth, they cry about how they got ripped off and exploited, and Shanny's ready to go to the mental house because of all the damage that this did to her, apparently. But then out of the other side of their mouth, we got Rev saying, well, I'll go back and do it. So, I don't know. Here's another one I'll give you guys. Before we start the show, give me 1 in the chat if you want to go check in on Rev and Shanny. Give me 1 in the chat if you want to. We'll do a few minutes. We watch. I stopped at where they heard fireworks and they're trying to convince Rev it's gunshots. So give me one in the chat if we should go over and watch a little Rev and Hammy, see what's going on. You guys want to hear regret? You guys want to hear some regret about life choices from people who probably not learned their lesson? Oh, I didn't update my Chrome, folks. Oh, it looks like they might have went off air. Looks like they might have went off air. So, well, how long is it? You know what? We'll just, fuck it. We'll just watch it first. We'll just fucking... You know what? No. We're going to come back to it. We're going to come back to it. We're going to come back to it. Let's come back to it. Because it's only 36 minutes. It's not that exciting. Oh, 42 minutes.
There we go.
We'll come back to it, folks. We'll come back to it. I think that's what we'll do. We'll come back to that. Let's just get the show started. I'm just in that kind of mood, folks. I'm just revved up and ready to do it. Jacked up on the Mountain Dew. So let's just start it off with a classic that I know everyone's going to enjoy, folks. Thank you for being here. We'll I tell you what, we'll do the usual intro here. And then we'll just jump right into the Rev and Shanny. I won't make you wait till the end of the show to watch it or anything like that. We'll watch it right away. But we got to start with our musical number, folks. Here we go. Stick around. You're going to love it. Fat photog, get your lighter out, dim the lights, folks. Pull that loved one in close.
Hey, if we can't solve any problem, then why do we lose so many tears? Oh, so you go again when the leading man appears. Always the same thing. Can't you see we've got everything going on and on and on? Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Ooh. Go on and go free, yeah. Or maybe you're too close to see. I can feel your body move. Doesn't mean that much to me. I can't go on singing the same thing. 'Cause can't you see we've got everything going on and on and on? Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you.
That's right. I've been inspired to stop because someone mentioned they like this song and it's ruined it for them. See, I have nothing to lose here because I never liked this song. Not that it's not a good song. I'm not saying it's not a good song. It's just one of those songs, but one that that's in the similar vein that came out, I think, around the same time that I really just fucking hate. And it's not that it's not a good song in objectively, but Lady in Red. You know that song? Lady in Red. Cheek to cheek, that bullshit. And the reason being, because I was way back in the day when I was a young boy, a young child, and those songs came out, before I got cable in the town I grew up in, the only access we had to music videos was a show called Video Hits that was on when we got home from school. Now, there was one, Good Rockin' Tonight, with Terry David Mulligan. That was like 11 o'clock Friday nights or some bullshit. But long story short, that's the only time I got to see music videos. And motherfucker, they would play that Lady in Red, Krista Berg. That's it. They would play that fucking Lady in Red and this song and eat up the time every fucking day. That for I don't know how long I had to endure those fucking songs. Folks, sorry, I had to. That was some childhood trauma I had to vent off my chest there. But if I had to suffer, you have to suffer. So we continue on.
Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. I can't go on singing the same thing, 'cause baby, can't you see, we got everything going on and on and on. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you.
I just want to put out there too, on that note, whatever happened to Billy Ocean? Remember that guy? Had a few hits, hit the 80s like a sledgehammer, and then disappeared. But you know what? He's still out there playing. I looked him up. He is still out there doing shows. He just never had a hit. You know, Caribbean Queen, get into my car, get out of my dreams. You know, come on. If you live the 80s, you know. Billy Ocean. But he's still out there. He's still out there touring, folks.
Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me with you. Every time you go away, you take a piece of me.
We'll be right back after these messages.
I want to show you why I'm so mad at Donald Trump. His ICE thing is a joke. When I tell you all the illegals go to Walmart on Sundays, watch. Just watch. Keep watching. This whole place is full of illegals. The whole freaking place. Look. Look at all of them. And remember, there's aisles. There's aisles that I'm not even posting to my left or to my right. Full. Nice place for a nice party. These people are smart. I mean, they're not.
That's a good question, how he knows that they're illegal. He did this at the beach, too. He always points at his neighbor's house. You think if this guy was so concerned and he knew where all the illegals were, he'd be reporting them to ICE. Or even, heaven forbid, get a job with ICE, but that includes getting a job, so no, that's not going to happen. But, no, it's a very interesting question. How does he know they're illegal? And he's just not pointing at a bunch of people saying, you're illegal. But, I don't know.
What to do. They'll hide all week long. But Donald Trump ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit. Freaking loser. Biggest disappointment ever. Biggest disappointment ever. Donald Trump is. We're gonna mass deport them.
Look at all these illegals. Some of them even working at Walmart. Look, that one's got a Walmart shirt on. They're illegal. They're illegal. As he drives out of the parking lot without a seatbelt guarantee.
We're gonna have mass deportations. We're gonna have mass deportations. And of course we're not. Of course we're not gonna get mass deportations. I hate shopping at Walmart. I hate this freaking place. I hate Walmart with a passion. I hate Walmart with a passion. Yeah, this place is full of illegals. And that's what they'll do. They'll wait around. They won't shop during the week, but they'll all pile up on Sunday to Walmart. And every one of them got food stamp card. Look, they're still popping out. They're everywhere. They're freaking everywhere. I am so sick of this shit. And this is our last chance. This is our only chance to get these people out of here. This is our only chance to make a difference. But they're here now. They're not going anywhere. Trump has decided that. Nope.
I feel like we're on a countdown to confrontation, folks, in the Walmart parking lot. I don't know if you've been around a while. You may remember that we did capture a confrontation. One time in the Walmart parking lot. Remember we flashed the musket and told the guy to back up. I got a gun. I'm armed. He had his like flint pistol. Fucking, the guy's nuts. The guy's crazy. I mean, I do think he plays it up. But I mean, at the core, I mean, yeah, he could potentially get shot in the parking lot.
We're not going to get him out. We
Just
don't
saying.
get mass deportations. See, and they're breeding. Every one of them's breeding. See, that was one back there with the little baby. They're all breeding like freaking rabbits. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I'm done being nice. If you guys want to donate to me, I'll give you a Cash App or a way to send some money, and I'm going to get t-shirts made. And we're going to start doing some protests, and I'm going to record myself, because I've learned on YouTube because I've never made money off YouTube. I've got a YouTube check for $57. I don't know where it's at, because I didn't have a bank account to cash it. And to be able to cash it, I got to log into my AdSense. And
just for the record, I'm not aware of anybody ever getting a physical check from YouTube. Typically, it's all online. You got to connect your bank account to it. And they don't pay you out until you get $100. You have to hit $100. If not, it just rolls over to the next month. It might be like 3 months before you hit $100, depending who you are, right? But I've never heard of them ever mailing out a check for $57. Maybe it's different in the States. Maybe it was different years ago. But as far as I've ever known, it's $100, and it's just online. Yeah.
my AdSense account was made 8 years ago when they shut down the first channel. But I want to make up t-shirts. I want to go out and I want to freaking protest. I am so sick of this freaking country. I am so sick of it. Liver mush. If you ain't got it, get it. In the South. North Carolina, right here. Invented right here. Best stuff on the planet. It's just a cake of all kinds of different stuff. It's like a New York strip hot dog, except ground up and wonderful, wonderfully delicious. But see, and every one of these illegals I'm showing you, they all have the EBT cards too. See, there's another one. They have EBT cards too. They get all kinds of freaking money from the government. I'm so sick of it. I mean, and Trump ain't doing shit. He ain't doing a goddamn thing. I gotta go get gas for my generators here in a minute, and that's gonna be $130, where it was like $80. Now it's up $40. Look, another pack of them coming in the front door. A pack of them, breeding like cockroaches. See, he's got him. Yep, see? 3 kids. 3 illegal kids. Every one of these people, besides
like, I mean, dude,
all
come
single
on,
males,
let's go back here. Let's go back here.
Pregnant.
Let's go. Let's go back. Here we go.
See, he's got him. Yep.
Poor motherfucker. I mean, look, Charlie Brown finally has a family, and this guy can't even let them. I mean, obviously they're illegal, right? This happy family that's coming in. Yeah.
See, 3 kids, 3 illegal kids. Every one of these people, besides the all single males, they're all pregnant with babies. got in the door, it was like 30 of them at the checkouts. 30 of them at the checkouts. I'm so fed up with this shit. I'm so done.
Guaranteed that was an EBT card. Guaranteed that was an EBT card. 100%. Are you kidding me?
And we can't get what we want when we vote. And they're going to turn it over. They're going to steal the midterms. Guess what? Donald Trump's. We got the House and the Senate. We have the House and the Senate. And with the House and Senate, they've passed the least amount of bills ever passed.
I just want to put it back for a second because, yeah, he is the asshole that just... He made a point of putting the cart in the middle, of just not even... And it's not a big thing. I mean, everyone does it sometimes. But, I mean, just a little bit of icing on the cake here. He's that asshole who just refuses to put... There's the carts right there. Or even hand it to the next person. Say, hey, man, here you go. But no, he's going to actually cut off a woman and their child and just, like, ditch the cart.
We have the House
right there. Good enough. Fuck it. I'll just put it in front of the doors where people are walking in. Fuck them. Fuck them. What a guy. I gotta put that back. He's literally putting the cart in front of the doors. Just say fuck you to these people coming in.
We got the House and the Senate. We have the House and the Senate. And with the House and Senate, they've passed the least amount of bills ever passed in Congress. The least amount ever. 84 or 87 is all they passed. I told you it wasn't going to happen with Mike Johnson. That's another illegal there. How do you know they're illegal? Mexicans are not from America. South Americans are not from America. See, most of the people that watch this stuff is younger than me. Like my kids, they're all younger than me. They don't understand. They've been here since my kids have been here. So they don't understand. I remember white America. I remember when there was one or two black, and I'm in the South. Okay, so listen to me. I remember when there was one or two black people in the school. One or two black kids in the school. And any foreigners we had that had an accent, and it was like maybe one or two, they were foreign exchange students. In other words, they moved in with a family here to get an American education. Foreign exchange student. What's this BS we got now where, yo, everybody come, let's party down. Come on, move. I got illegal just sitting behind me. Move! Freaking illegal just sitting their ass behind me. Not going anywhere. Just sitting there. Freaking idiot. Freaking hate this world. Hate this world. Hate this world. Hate this world. See, look. Please look. Whole pack of them. Whole mouth full of freaking gold teeth. Driving a brand new car. Like I said, they go to Walmart on Sundays is when these illegals come. Sundays. See, I want to be right there on that corner. I'm going to be right there on that corner with a sign that says build a wall, deport them all. I want to have a sign that says deport them all. I want to piss them off. And once I get done with those, then every day of the week I'll do a different subject. I'll do a different protest every day of the week. I'll be out on the main strip protesting every day of the week.
I did want to point out as well how filthy, absolutely filthy, his windshield is.
Week will be a different protest.
Not that I expected any better, but
useless freaking Donald Trump. Why can't we get what we vote for? Hold on a minute. I'll get back to you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right. Just thought I'd let you know that I finally saw my little white butterfly, and it came while I was out walking the dog, and it came around and flitted around me a little bit and then disappeared. No, it really disappeared. I mean, it just boom, gone. So what was that? Well, that's my message to let me know that I'm on the right path, that I'm doing the right thing, and that the God, the goddesses are with me. That's exactly what it's about. But in addition to that, an April butterfly came into my car and perched itself on my rearview mirror. I just sat there. It's like, okay, April, high ranked. So, you know, I'm sure there's a significance of some kind, and I'll figure it out when I figure it out. You know, I'm playing this thing by ear, obviously, but I want to let you know I'm back on the road again. I'm on 287. Now, 287, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure the haters will tell you, 287 goes north and south as opposed to east and west. I-40 and I-10 go east and west, but 287 goes north and south. So I'm on 287. I'm not on the interstate. So, but I will be. I mean, eventually, I will eventually get back on the interstate, but I'm not there right now. But just want to let y'all know, I finally saw the little white butterfly and an admiral butterfly on top of that. And the admiral butterfly just come right in the car, perched itself right down. It's like, hi, here I am. You know, see me, hear me, watch me roar, or hear me roar, and you know, watch me fly and hear me roar. And but yeah, just so I'd let you know that I know, and now you know, that the gods and goddesses are still in charge. They're still watching over me. Everything is going just ducky, and we will get out of this mess, and I will get out of this rough patch, and everything will be great. And because remember, they said absolute total victory. I got the 6 of Wands 3 times in a row. I got the 6 of Wands 3 times in a row. So there's no getting around it. I am going to get absolute victory on the other side of this rough patch. No question about it. That's not up for debate. So, there we are. So, but I thought I'd let you know that I finally did see the little white butterfly, and so that tells me that I'm on the right track, I'm doing the right thing, that the gods and goddesses are with me, and that everything is moving along swimmingly. So, I thought I'd let y'all know. And, okay, that's it. Anyways, I'm out of here. You'll have a wonderful day and better tomorrow. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, folks, we got a tobacco situation, the finest quality in all of Eastern Pennsylvania. Sprinkle that tobacco, click it up, and then you've got yourself a Red Rollies.
It's a Red Roller right there. It's a perfect cigarette.
Let's check out some individual reviews. Don't forget to drink plenty of water.
Get behind me, Satan.
Red Rollies.
No!
What's up, guys? So, I feel that it's pretty necessary to sort of do a post-op of the Stank Tank One Buff Weeb stuff. So, I'm not going to lie about the way I feel personally. I feel very blessed that I was out of the elements and had a roof over my head. I am very grateful for that, and was from second one of this whole thing. But at the end of the day, we know the amount of money that was made. And we know the amount of money that was put in our accounts. Collectively, the entire paycheck that we made was $800. Now, you guys know the amount of bullshit that was going on in that room and the amount of hate that mainly Shanny. I'm not even going to put myself in the I was hated, because it was tame for me, really. I've heard everything you said to me 15 billion times over and have made peace with it because I know my own life. But the amount of very serious emotional damage type shit that was put on Shanny's head was next level, man. It was very rough. But she did it. And the compensation level for days of this is not okay. One Buff Weeb is, you know, he's a businessman, YouTuber, whatever you want to say. But in terms of how he's dealing with people in the pay end of it, I don't know. I don't think I could recommend people go and try and make a business agreement with him. He told us a dollar amount that was different. Okay? I know he said it. He said that it was probably going to be $800 a piece, so we would have been making $1,600 collectively. Is that enough for the amount of emotional damage that was done to Shanny for this? Probably not. No. But the fact of the matter is that it's $1,600. Collectively, we were given half that. And the amount of subs that he made from it is unbelievable. A crazy amount. And that is money over time for your channel, getting subs like that. So honestly, I can't recommend doing business with the guy because you're going to get lowballed for what the end of the project garnered, the money garnered. He's claiming he made, after all the expenses and everything, I don't have any receipts showing me how much money actually he spent. The rooms, it was whatever the rooms were, right? Which was not much money.
And we're making that money every night.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Nothing got paid out of pocket from him.
No.
We were earning it.
We were earning money to put back into it too. So it's overall, he's being dishonest about the money amount. And you know, I can't say that he's straight up frauding because he did end up paying us. But I know the level shit show he had going on. And the level of subs and the level of donations and all of that, I can't say that he's being fully fair. There's no way I can say that. And I want people to know that. I uninstalled Discord on my personal phone. I don't want anything to do with that shit. It is a crew of very mentally ill people that just want to hurt others. Discord is not where you're going to find me. You're going to find me on this channel and that's it. You know, and live streams for me, as you could tell by some of the resulting things, specifically at the Roach Motel night, live streaming is not good for my mental health. It makes me go really almost psychotically crazy sometimes. And I've talked to therapists about it and said, yeah, do not do live streams. It's not good for you. It's not. So my content is pre-uploaded stuff like this, and that's probably what it's going to remain for, I don't know, as long as I'm alive, or I'll start doing live streams. I don't know. But overall, I feel appreciative for the things that came to me from this. I feel really horrible about the shit that Shannon went through because it was not okay. Okay? And I'm pretty kind of disappointed in Buff and a little bit pissed off that he isn't more honest with his business dealing. Because you quoted us $800 a piece. You did, man. And it was half that. Peace and Maranatha.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Now just hold. Let's hold on a second.
Alrighty, folks, I have some...
Just before we get into this, I promised we wouldn't wait too long. Speaking of live streams, yes, he was live tonight. And we'll skim through this. I mean, it is a little boring. But they're basically mooching money for a motel room, hotel, whatever. And Rev says he'd do it again. He'd do the... But see, that's what I mean. It's one side, the other side. Anyways, let's check it out.
Rolling here.
Kick it. The hell else can you do when you're fucking homeless is just keep rolling, man.
Nothing.
And you're live, Chris, too. Just know that.
No.
This is a fucking tent live stream.
Yep.
A prime time in the dark tent live stream. What the fuck?
Don't mind me and Chris. We're not feeling too well right now.
No, they're having a rough day, and I feel physically pretty good. I would say on the scale of not good, good, horrible, fucking dog shit, I'm feeling not bad. Michelle says hi to Shanny.
Hi, Michelle.
Jen says you're both a disgrace. What the fuck, Lewis?
You're a disgrace.
How in the name of Jesus Christ can you look at two people that are in the soil right now and just say, you're fucking disgrace?
He probably says to the Ethiopian children.
This is Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, going in Trump Tower. Daddy, can't you get these homeless fucking scum off the street around Trump Tower? That's you. How are we doing? Thank you for asking, Carly. We're all right. You sound sick, Shanny. Well, she ain't happy. I woke up sick 2 days ago. Have you heard of hantavirus? Yeah, I have, Jen. Thank you, Patricia. My anxiety's been through the roof with it. I'm really sorry, Jen.
My anxiety's through the roof too, but not because of that.
Are you back in the tent now? We absolutely are. It wasn't going to last. I was hoping it could last, that we just, you know, hotel hop. Plant and grow new as seeds, tall and strong. Well, yeah, we'd like to. Black Cloudian? Black Cloud I am. Oh my God. But I got a message. I give you a fucking message. I'm gonna tell you. If YouTube thinks content where homeless people are abused that are mentally ill, if you think that that's okay, then there's something massively wrong with your brain, man. I wish you guys could get to Indiana. That would be cool for sure. Anywhere except fucking Scranton. But people that value content where people are fucking emotionally abused, that's pretty fucked up, man. You know, in the Bible, think about the downtrodden and needy were the first that Jesus went to, you know. It takes time to get all this stuff done, Michelle. We're trying. I refuse to watch the Stank Tank videos and not contribute to that person's channel. Well, that's nice of you, Jen. You know, you're like a fucking decent person. Are we okay? Well,
No.
Jesus, what's okay, you know?
No.
What the hell? I hate, God, this phone, man. Anyway, that's really, it's not okay. Hope you guys can get out of this. I pray you find better life. I can't imagine being homeless regardless of who you are or whatever. Yeah, thank you for that, Vixen. Vixen for Wicked. Fight Granny will eventually complain. Whatever, man. You guys should do cooking videos and make yummy meals whenever you get your apartment. Yeah, that... I mean, there's been... That's... Shanny's... The most popular shit was definitely the cooking videos. For her, so that would be great. Upward mobility out here is very hard, though. Everyone else isn't homeless. They have jobs and work. I suffer from mental illness, too. You still got an education and all that good stuff. I have no support either. Well, that's whatever, rural. That's fine. Stop feeling sorry for yourselves.
I ain't feeling sorry for myself. I'm telling you how it fucking is.
Crazy Shanny's a real show. Let's be real. Shanny's a real show. Let's be real. Fine, yeah. I'm just on here because I basically wanted to say, anybody that thinks mocking and fucking with homeless people that are mentally ill, or you're fucked up in the head and you need massive help. You made several of Shanny's meals. That's cool. Sucks you guys are in that situation, but you can pull yourselves out of it. Yeah, you'd say how. JC's in the background somewhere. Hi, battery liquor. Domino's had $5 mediums, 2 topping pizzas. Wow, that's sick. That's a damn good deal. It's not all homeless people, it's you two. It's not the same. What the fuck?
No, it's exactly the same because we're homeless.
There's plenty of long-term homeless out here, and it's not
They've done
because...
a hell of a lot worse than us.
And it's not because the upward mobility is difficult.
Oh shit, bear man.
So brag about your good circumstance now. Whatever. Yeah, this won't last forever. Thank you, Michelle. That's nice. No, I didn't do anything to myself. My 750K went for reasons that you guys have been discussed so many fucking times. It's dumb to talk about. Anyone could be in your situation in a blink of an eye. That's right, Patricia. That's what they... And it's going to happen to some of these fucking assholes that laughed at us. Trust me. Yeah, stay in school, kids. Don't be like us. No, that's totally accurate.
I went to school. Yeah, I went to school. I've gone to college. I have certain things I can do. I'm still homeless.
There's a whole thing of your reputation being wrecked by an online streaming platform. You know, I don't have any medication here. I don't have plants to smoke. So I really don't think I'm going to look at the fucking cocksucking chat. I'm going to say to the people that are in that are nice, thank you. Thanks for not being a monster. Appreciate you. And if you could give a thumbs up, that's always appreciated. Because that helps. But, yeah, the Cash App, all that stuff, you know it. And if you could help, we could use it. Always. But the key words are upward mobility. And Republicans always like to say, oh, you can absolutely pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You kind of can't when the place that you live has absolutely no help for anything, except one building that's open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
It wasn't even open today.
No, and which that wasn't even open today. So, you know, I love seeing your comments when you go jobs. Yeah, well, you try getting upwardly mobile. You have an address that's stable, and then get your job. I'm telling you, you don't understand shit if you're talking like that. You've never been in this position if you're talking like that. Oh, it's simple. You know, it's, you know, the people that are saying like, oh, this too shall pass and that stuff. That's nice. You know, I appreciate those type of words. Because that's what God would be saying to me. Just hang in there. You know, I know this is rough, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. Your miracle's there. You just got to wait for it. But I ain't talking on here for nothing. I am on here for a reason, and it is to raise funds. So if you can, Shanny's Cash App is hashtag authentically Shanny.
I'd really like some Tylenol.
Yeah, Shanny's got some major, headache deal?
Both of us have a major headache.
Yeah, Chris is rocking a headache over there. Shanny is rocking fucking a toothache and a headache. So some funds for that type of deal situation would be very fantastic, you know. Tylenol. But I can't do it, man. You get two people on screen that have been fucking homeless, and what do you do with them? you want to bat them around like a fucking, you know. But I think a lot of people feel the way I do about the content that was done on the channel. And they flagged that shit and the videos are gone, right?
Yep.
That's the deal. It's literal verbal and emotional abuse of homeless people. And I'm not even shit talking the creator, you know, One Buff Weeb. I'm not shit talking him with this. I'm just commenting on the type of content that was. I'm not shit talking his channel. I'm just saying YouTube. You think that's okay? I don't think you do. That's why the videos are gone, pretty much.
He told me at the very beginning he wasn't going to do that shit to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, he did say that it was going to be people not treating us well.
Yeah, but he said it wasn't for the purpose of verbally bashing me and shit.
No.
Like, you should look at the top message. I was right.
But he made it clear what it mostly was going to be.
Yeah, alright.
He did.
And I'm never going to be the same after that.
I know, I told him that. I don't think he understood the level of emotional damage that shit threw on you. Like, well, just suck it up. That's how you're going to make your money.
Suck it up as a mental ward. Because that's where I'm headed.
Yeah. Hello, mental ward. Because emotional damage. But there, I don't know about Shanny. You would never do it again, right?
I don't know.
I
might kill myself if that happened.
Well, I already told him that I would do it again. You know, the stank tank bullshit. I would do it again. Because it's worth it to me to be in a place like we were in. That's worth it to me. For you, it's a different story. Because the majority of the hate and emotional dumping goes on you. They put it on your head.
I know, and I don't even fucking do shit.
I think that's fucked up, you know. Hi, Dashton. What's up? Back in the tank.
But I am very damaged from that.
It smells like wet leaves. Interesting.
Spent 3 days in the tent contemplating suicide, so there's that.
No, I don't want to. No, not at all. I don't mind. You know, I don't need to be alone at a hotel. No. I'm just saying if it is worth it to me to do that again. For her, I'd probably not because of the level of bullshit.
Hey, if that's what they want their content to be, is they take their creators and make that
Oh God.
fucking turn them upside down as a person and have them, you know, want to contemplate suicide. That's awesome. I guess that's good content, right?
How's it going? I'm trying to just exist, man.
Like really.
Well, fuck me. Somebody has a heartogram as a fucking. Have you guys applied for housing? We've been applied for housing. We've been applied for housing since the kids were with us, man.
6 years.
Yeah. And even with kids, they didn't get us shit. So. We're not sure where the vampire is.
Probably in a mental hospital.
Oh my god. I never had.
No, the disgusting thing is, Irv. He says, I never understood not taking advantage of food banks when they did have a house, free food. But here's the disgusting thing. One, that involves actually doing something. Secondly, I don't know if you noticed at the end, when they were moving, they were getting fast food and all the time and eating that stuff and begging for money. They went through the cupboards when Shanny was like going through and finding all the bottles and that. Their fridge, their freezer, and their cupboards was stuffed full of food, just like at the other place, literally going rotten in the fridge. They had so much food, and it was literally going bad because they were bumming money to get fast food every day, multiple times. The fucking place, yes, it was packed with food. That's what I mean. Like, these people just completely do this to themselves. Like, totally.
Chemo, and I'm not a chemo. No. If you're saying the HOMO, no. Vampire, Aries or Taurus. Fuck. What is Richard? A Leo, isn't he? I'm pretty sure when I was talking to him, we were talking about that type of stuff.
You're raised in like June, right?
Mine's June.
Yeah. What do you want for your birthday?
I don't know. The only thing I want for my birthday is...
Yeah, thank you, 71, exactly.
Friday phone or Monday extra time. But for my birthday? I don't know.
People were literally sending groceries to their house, not just fast food. And that would, get nibbled at or picked at by Shanny. And then it would be like McDonald's and shit or whatever, right?
My mind's on that, but I want someone. And that other person was kind of like a birthday present. Oh God, something to me like.
God.
Well, just someone would be. Want someone for me. My birthday.
My reputation is fucked. I can't get a normal job. Don't you? I've told you that a billion times. It's just not happening. That's why I'm stuck in this world of shit on YouTube, trying to make pennies. Thank you, Swade Smith. Jesus loves you. Hey, Jason. Hope all's well. It is what it is, Kristen, Trying to not lose it. Oh my God. It's you talking about services that don't exist, guys.
Okay, we're 17 minutes in, and I'll tell you from what I saw, the rest of the stream is this. So if you guys want to watch it, give me a 1. If you're ready to switch, and we can go do some Von Helt and some other shit, give me a 2. I don't care. I'll listen to it. But I'm just telling you, most of the complaining about, getting ripped off and all that stuff's back here. I think up here somewhere he regrets or appreciates the money that he once had. But other than that, it's just them mumbling in the background and shit. So give me a 1 or a 2, folks.
Honestly, the case. We were on lists for years. It doesn't matter. They need to build more housing. Or renovate buildings that are decrepit, which there's tons of. It's dog shit.
All right, we'll do a happy compromise. I'm just going to skim through it and hit random spots.
Guy's going to be fucking screaming at the fucking bear again.
How much is the hotel?
Oh my God, man.
Get the fuck over it, Rick.
One person asked, and I'm saying, yeah, You want the Uber there, and the price of the room, it's $160 straight up. I'm telling you that. And if
So in the last place we went to?
and if one buff weeb were here, he'd go, yeah, that sounds about right. He'd say that. I ain't scamming you. It's extremely hard. Do you realize how hard it is to keep shit charged when you're homeless? Oh, man. No, I don't need a new suit. Whale emoji. Want $40. Yes, I would love $40, Clowntown. Smoking.
That's the son of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
Well, I heard that a few hours ago.
Yeah, I'm not saying before that you heard, but that was not a gunshot, unless it's a musket. Jesus.
I don't know what the fuck that was. I heard it before, it was echoing through the air.
Well, I'll just keep saying, yeah, fucking fix TTS, cocksuckers. That just happens to be YouTubers taking the piss on us for just a fucking our struggle we got going on, man. Some angel out there hears this live stream and like it pricks them in the heart, and they go, you know, I want to help. Hey, you could drop whatever you want to drop in. It's hashtag authentically Shanny. Pop it in there. And then we'll go, oh, you know, the next time you see us, we'll be in a hotel room and we'll go, oh, you blessed us. And you're beautiful, beloved in the face of God, because you literally are helping the least. Okay? Jesus said that you, oh, you know, you came and visited me when I was in prison. You clothed me, you bathed me. And when you did it to the least of these, you did it to me. That's what Christ said. So if you helped us out, it's like you're literally helping Jesus Christ. I want everybody in the chat to be blessed, and I'll see you as soon as I can. Peace and Maranatha.
Pizza, Maranatha. So that is the latest with Rev and Hammy. So let's get back to our regularly scheduled broadcast, folks. And we'll pick it up with some Von Helton. Chia.
News for you that you may not have
Big
heard
announcement.
of.
Big announcement, folks.
There is going to be a national press conference on May the 8th regarding disclosure. And the media is encouraged to attend. It's going to feature prominent whistleblowers in the UFO and UAP community. And the hope being that we will finally get actual disclosure. Now, you know, there's been a lot of hints at it. There's, you know, it's been, you know, the president's talked about it. The vice president's talked about it. I didn't even know there was going to be a press conference. Of course, I'd been out on the road driving, too, so I got an excuse. But, yeah, it's May the 8th at the National Press Club, Washington, D.C. I was unable to find a specific time on it. I Googled it, but I could not get a specific time. So see if you guys can track down an actual time when it starts. But it's going to be at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. on May the 8th. And they're going to feature prominent whistleblowers in the UFO community. And in the hopes that the media will attend and that others will attend and maybe even some government officials will attend, hopefully. And see if we can't, you know, work our way towards disclosure. Now, the irony is that I found this out via a Christian site on YouTube that believes that all the extraterrestrials are demons and we're all going to fucking die and they're going to steal our souls and all that. And it's I don't know. I mean, you know, hey, everybody's entitled to their belief and opinion, you know. Everybody is. But I mean, you know, I got ETs that are friends, and it's kind of insulting, you know, when you've got somebody running around saying that all extraterrestrials are demons and they're going to suck your soul out of your body and all of this crap. And it's very insulting when you have ETs as friends and people are running around saying stuff like that. Now, that's not to say that there aren't bad ETs out there. I'm sure there is, because there's good and bad in everything, right? But this idea that all the ETs, you know, the broad brush, all the ETs are evil, all the ETs are bad, they're coming to steal your soul and all this. Yeah. And it just, it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating. As somebody that actually has ETs as friends, it gets very frustrating. Let's just put it that way. And so the irony is not lost on me that I got this information from a Christian site on YouTube that says that very thing. Oh, we're all gonna die, and it's all demonic, and it's just, and the vice president kind of gave him some fuel for fire by saying that he believed that, some or all of them were demonic, and it's just, oh my God, this narrative that they're, everything you don't know is evil and it's going to get you, and it's just the furthest thing from the truth, in my opinion. But, everybody's entitled to their opinion, even if it's wrong. But yeah, as somebody that has ETs as friends, it gets kind of frustrating when you got people running around saying that they're all demonic and they're all going to kill us all, and it's just, and the thing about the scary thing about that viewpoint is that it feeds right into this fake alien invasion that the elites want to put out there. It feeds right into that, and that's really that's the bad part about it, is that it feeds right into that narrative, and that makes it bad, because then the elites can manipulate people like that, say, well, look at all these Christians that believe they're demonic, so obviously there's going to be an alien invasion, and it is just, and I asked my ET friends, I said, what's the deal on the alien invasion? They said, we got this shit. We got this. Okay, so yeah, the alien invasion.
At JSkull75 donated $5 through Super Chat. Brr, I thought space wasn't real? Are we at last finding out that Stinky is a goalpost moving, contradicting, cock-nosed buffoon?
Yeah, shocking, isn't it? Shocking, isn't it? Yeah. Don't try to figure it out, folks. It's a shit abyss, right? Don't let it suck you in. Don't let it suck you in. Thank you very much, J. Skull. I do appreciate that.
Now, that's not to say they're not going to try, because they are. But the real ETs are going to shut that shit down, okay? Think about it. If somebody was running around claiming to be you, you'd want to go in there and shut that shit down, right? Okay, well, the ETs are the same way. You don't think they know this they want a fake alien invasion to scare the shit out of people? Of course they know it. And they're going to do something about it. They're going to put a stop to it. So don't panic. Stay under control. Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah, I like that they're just circling Von Helton. He's a prime specimen for their alien space zoo. I do like that idea that that's the only interest they have in him. They're going to suck him up one day and put him in a glass cell on display somewhere.
All that, but it's going to be okay. Everything's going to get taken care of. But anyway, back to my little story here. May the 8th. Going to be prominent whistleblowers there. Hopefully the media will be there. Hopefully even some government officials will be there. The idea being to, push disclosure and get it out there and hopefully get the ball rolling and get some things done. Like I said before, the Disclosure Project has cataloged 57 different types of extraterrestrial. Obviously, not all of them are evil or deadly or dangerous, Are there a few well-known types of ET that, people seem to think could be not exactly friendly to humans? Yes, of course. But that doesn't mean they all are. Okay, that's this broad brushing of extraterrestrials is not good. It's not good, and it doesn't do anybody any good. It really doesn't. Anyway, enough said about that. But I'm going to check it out. I hope you check it out and see where this thing goes. Hopefully we'll get... there's a lot of people thinking that this is the year of disclosure. I hope that's the case. because I'm ready for it. I think the people are ready for it. I think the world is ready for it. You know, I mean, by now most of the world has grown up on Star Wars and Star Trek and, you know, and various, you know, Babylon 5 and you know, Space Above and Beyond, just to name a few. And so, you know, I don't think, you know, the idea of ETs existing, I don't think is going to scare the shit out of anybody. I think we're ready for that. I think we're ready to deal with that, and I think that you know, they're wanting, you know, they can't, you know, a lot of them follow what Star Trek called a prime directive, meaning non-intervention. You know, of course, with the Disclosure Project and with you know, with the idea that you know, we're going to acknowledge that they exist, and we're going to acknowledge that, you know, things have been going on in the past. Hopefully that will break the ice and allow them to, you know, interact with us on a more personal nature. And you know, now obviously I'm looking forward to free energy. That's, you know, that's one of the things that I'm wanting to see is free energy. But there's other things.
At JSkull75 donated $5 through Super Chat. Cock-nosed buffoon. Just wanted to hear the voiceover say cock. Nosed buffoon, one more time. Cheers, mate. Grin.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that, folks.
You know, that needs to be done, and there's things that can be mutually beneficial. You know, because I'm sure there's things that they're wanting to know about us, and, you know, there's things that we want to know about them, and so, you know, we tend to benefit that way, you know, and try to get humanity, you know, for a long time, the elite families, the 300 elite families, have stymied the growth of humanity. You know, I mean, the Jetsons cartoon came out. When did the Jetsons cartoon? Yeah, 1950, guys. I mean, for crying out loud, man. You know, we need to get moving on that. we should have been living like the Jetsons by now, easily, and we're not. And so we need to go forward, you know, into what is called a Class 1 civilization. You can look that up on your own time. But someone came up with various classes of civilization, so look that up on your own time. But we need to move into a Class 1 society. Hopefully we can make that happen, and disclosure obviously is going to be a key factor in that. All right, anyways, just thought I'd share the news. There's going to be a meeting at the National Press Club May 8th. Dr. Stephen Greer and a lot of whistleblowers in the UFO, UAP community will be there. Like I said, hopefully the media will be there. Hopefully there'll be some government people there. And we can actually get this show on the road, man. We can actually get some serious talk about getting disclosure to happen. I know that there's been certain...
Vaughn does need a Hitler stash. That would set this whole look off, I think. A Hitler stash. Yeah, definitely.
Government officials that have expressed their desire for disclosure to happen. You know, so it isn't just us. It isn't just a bunch of crazy people on the internet. You know, you got government officials saying this. You've got important people saying this. So let's see if we can make it happen. Anyway, that's going to do it. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
And now, Deep Thoughts by Justin, Emo Howling Wolf.
Hello everyone, Emo Howling Wolf here. My ad revenue is down 47%, assholes! You're watching it in a drama dome, and you're not watching it on my fucking channel, you idiot! You're fucking me! You're fucking me! You're fucking me! Bullshit! Good night. Alright. The point of this video is, and I'm gonna get a little bit angry, it's not But I'm going to send it to the people. I'm going to send it to the people who it needs to go to. Because I'm a little pissed off right now. And this is why I left the house. Because I didn't want to be doing possibly the neighbor's grandkids. I didn't want those kids to hear my mouth this morning. So, the end of March, I get this fucking letter in the mail.
This is new emo, folks. This is new emo. It's new. This is new stuff.
Fucking letter in the mail, and it has about 40 to 50 questions in there. Because they want to do a review, see? They want to do a fucking review, right? So I answer all their fucking questions, and I was a little late doing it because I was busy. Because it was supposed to be sent in by the 16th. So on the 20th, I got another letter in the mail saying, oh, we didn't get your form on the fucking 16th. They asked me to fill out the fucking form. I was a little late doing it, so on the 20th, I got another letter in the mail. We didn't get your form yet. You have until the 24th to send it. We're gonna review your case, and we're gonna do it by the records we have on file. So I immediately called them, and I said, because it was the 21st, I said, I just put it in the mail today, calm down. And then I told the woman, I left a nasty voicemail. I said, I don't know why we're doing this shit again when I was born with permanent brain damage. There's no fucking cure for permanent fucking brain damage. I'm gonna turn the fucking comments back on in this video when I get home. And I want to know how many people know what I'm talking about. When you guys were in school, and every one of you had to go to school, didn't they tell you that, especially in the 1980s, when they had the frying pan commercial, this is your drugs and brain, this is your brain on drugs, and they were frying eggs. And they told you in high school and shit that if you damaged your brain cells, they do not fucking grow back. Do they? Type a 1 in the chat if you were told that when your brain is fucking damaged, it don't grow the fuck back. Let's say Lady Di, right, has a granddaughter. And Lady Di's granddaughter gets T-boned in an accident. And the doctors say to Lady Di, sorry, and there's nothing we can do. Your granddaughter is brain dead. And you have the choice to either leave her on a machine for the rest of her life, or you have the choice of unplugging your granddaughter and letting her fucking die. And what do people do most of the time when a family member is told, when family members are told that, oh, your granddaughter isn't here anymore, she's brain dead, she's brain damaged, there's no coming back! So you unplug them! You unplug them from the cock-sucking machine! Well, now so I fill out this fucking form, I tell the bitch what I think about having to go through the review process, right? And how I was born blue with brain damage. And knowing what I know now, I wish I would have fucking died. I wish I would have never made it. I wish I would have died at birth. I can honestly say I wish I would have died at birth. Can honestly fucking say that. Wish I was never fucking born at all. Instead of bringing me back, the fucking doctor should have just let me die. So I fill out this form, I leave her that voicemail saying there's no cure for brain damage, I've had the disability since birth. Well, we don't believe you! We want you to see our doctors! We want you to have a psychotic evaluation! We want you to see a psychiatrist! We want you to see our doctors! And I'm gonna send this video to the psychiatrist's office! If they do, I look normal to you in this fucking video, you cocksucker! I'm gonna send them this channel. I'm gonna send the cocksuckers this video right now. Because obviously, we got government pencil neck geeks and pencil neck twats that don't know what a permanent disability is. that don't know what fucking brain damage is! And if you were gonna call me a liar, then why did you make me fill out the fucking form and waste my fucking time? They want to knock me off of it so Donald Trump can buy his ballroom so they can take my $1,700 a month check and build a goddamn fucking cock-sucking ballroom! I told them about how I'm blind in one eye. Obviously, they don't give a fuck about that either. Told them about the ADHD. The hand-washing compulsion. Yeah. You don't realize how I'm, for years, been afraid of fucking germs. I go about... Every 5 days, I go through 12 fucking rolls of paper towel. Why? Because I'm always spraying the paper towel with Lysol. Lysol cleaner. A cleaner that's supposed to be used on your fucking counters and toilet bowls. And I'm always using it on paper towel and then wiping my hands with it. I use tons of paper towels. Tons of Lysol. Every time I go out in public, I gotta come home and take a shower. I gotta immediately strip everything off and take a shower. That. Do you realize, and I can show it to you right now, do you realize my eyes are so fucked up I shouldn't even be driving at night? Yeah, Mike wanted to bet the other night on the Kentucky, what was it? Was that the Kentucky Derby or which one was it? On the Kentucky Derby, he wanted to bet on the horse race. And the horse race got done after dark. Do you realize when I drive at night, I'm all over the fucking road? But when the state asks me, and the DMV asks me, oh, are you able to see at night? I always lie and say yes, because I don't want the fucking restriction on my license. But should I be driving at night? Hell fucking no. Wasn't I all over the road the other night? Yeah. But these idiots don't get it. They don't get the point of permanent brain damage. They don't get the point of it. Permanent brain fucking damage. They don't get the point. I guess these fucking psychiatrists have never heard the fucking phrase, you can't fix stupid, because if you're born stupid, you die stupid. If you're born with a low IQ, you die with a low IQ. You can't fix fucking stupid. So right there, that analogy what I just said should prove that there's no fucking cure for fucking brain damage. Would you like to give me a job and have me talk to your clients and your customers this way? Be irrational. Somebody who has a temper and fucking can fly off at the hill at any minute? Do you want somebody like me working in your office? Or your fucking restaurant or whatever? I'm gonna send them this channel this time. I hid the channel the last time because they reviewed me in 2020. Right in the middle of fucking COVID is when they did it the last time. Right when the Gary Snowflake shit was going on. Right when I made the Cumberland Street video. Maybe I should have sent Social Security Administration the fucking Cumberland Street video. Should I have sent them the fucking Cumberland Street video? When they interviewed me in 2020, I think I should have sent them the fucking Cumberland Street video. But I'm gonna send them a nice nasty letter. And I'm gonna attach this video to it. And if the trolls flag the video down, that's fine. I'll just send them the BitChute link. I'll just send them the Odyssey link. I'll just send them the Rumble link. They're gonna get this fucking video. They're gonna know I'm fucking pissed. Because I'm tired of this shit. Because you're too fucking stupid to know what permanent brain damage is. You're too much of a fucking moron. Give me a fucking psychiatrist degree so I can rip up the fucking thing. Because if you went through college and you went and got a psychiatry degree and you think there's a fucking cure for brain damage, then you don't need to be a fucking psychiatrist. Sorry, not sorry. And with that, if you can't speak freely, you're simply not free. Have a good fucking day. I can't tell you what restaurant I'm in right now because I don't need the trolls calling up the fucking restaurant being stupid, but it's a restaurant chain that sells a Reuben, I'll tell you that one. It's also a restaurant chain that does breakfast all the time. So figure it out. If you figure it out, and the waiter comes over and says, "Oh, we know where EMO is," you figured it out. If you didn't figure it out, you'll find out later.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Well, boys and girls, it has happened. While you and I were sleeping, and as you can see, my head is on the pillow. But, yeah, while we were sleeping, Tennessee decides to remove the last remaining vestige of Democrat Party in the great state of Tennessee. The last blue district is now gone. Tennessee has overwhelmingly said no to communism. And good on them for it. Communism is a failed ideology. It has never worked. It has been tried numerous times in history. And every time it was tried in history, it was an abject failure. And also most likely ended in a huge loss of life. Namely Stalin and Mao Zedong, for examples. Notable mention to Fidel Castro as well. But anyway, every time communism was tried, it was an abject failure. And the Tennessee legislature has now voted overwhelmingly to remove the last blue district from Tennessee. Supposedly, Memphis will be broken up into 3 pieces. Not entirely sure how that's going to work out, but that's what they're doing. And this is districting, of course. You know, now the Democrats are crying foul, saying that, oh my God, it's just so horrible that we can't spread communism in the great state of Tennessee anymore. And they lamented about how, oh my gosh, it's going to hurt black Americans in Tennessee and all this crap. I mean, just a big load of horse shit. I mean, it really is. You know, Tennessee has spoken. They voted overwhelmingly to get rid of communism. And I absolutely applaud this. This is great. Now, does this portend that other states will follow suit? Well, now that's a good question. And the answer is, I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, huh? But it sure is interesting. But yeah, the big article across my desk saying that the last blue demographic is now gone in Tennessee. They have basically voted to end communism in the great state of Tennessee, and I think that's awesome. I think that's great. I don't see a problem with it, unless you're a Democrat. You know, unless you're a Democrat. You know, and I'll remind everyone. I will remind everyone before because somebody's going to. I know somebody's going to try to blast me over this. But I will remind everyone that Zell Miller got up on stage at a Republican convention, no less, and stated publicly, I didn't leave the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party left me. And that's very significant. Okay, that's extremely significant. And what happened? Well, the Democrat Party has went way to the left and has embraced communist ideology. And, you know, I mean, you got a lot of Democrats out there. They love America. They love freedom. They love, you know, liberty and shit. You know, not for communism. They don't give a fuck about communism. They can't stand communism. So, you know, these Democrats, the blue dogs, the yellow dogs, you know, various and sundry other Democrats are like, hey, wait a minute. We didn't sign on for full-blown communism. And so they're either joining the Republican Party or they're mounting a counteroffensive to try and drag the Democrat Party kicking and screaming back to being pro-America again. Well, good luck with that shit, because I don't think it's happening. Because you got certain people that don't want it to happen. You know what I mean? But in any event, good news for the people of Tennessee and the legislature of Tennessee. Just say no to communism. I mean, Nancy Reagan's just say no program worked. You know that. It was actually, you know, that's the thing. Nancy Reagan's program, Just Say No, that was actually working, and then the Democrats came in and stopped that shit. Gee, I wonder why. Oh, because it was working. Because it was working, simple as that. It was actually doing what it intended to do. And the Democrats didn't like that, so they shut the shit down. Anywho, but yeah, so this is this you know, because I know there's going to be people. Well, Yvonne, does this mean all the states may do this shit? I don't know. I think the Democrat Party should go away, because I mean it no longer represents America. It represents communism, and communism is the antithesis to everything that the Constitution of the United States stands for. And if it's contrary to the Constitution, it is what, class? Unconstitutional. And if it's unconstitutional, and the Constitution is the, quote, law of the land, is it? Yes. Then that means it's against the law. And what my mama saw, it was against the law. Seeing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. So, yeah. Wow, crazy stuff, huh? Crazy times, isn't it? Not crazy times, but yeah, the Tennessee legislature voted overwhelmingly to get rid of communism. Good on them. Good on them for that shit. Let's see if any other states can follow suit. That should be interesting. Anyways, y'all have a wonderful day and better tomorrow. Bye.
We'll be right back after these messages.
You need to back off! Enough is enough!
What's good? You got haters on your ass. You need protection.
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
Knock out those trolls with powerful MMA training.
I have been hired as a debt collector.
Get back what's yours from those dirty motherfuckers.
I bet you're probably thinking, well, if you're a debt collector, who are you working for?
Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency.
On many grounds, I could have you arrested.
And honestly, dude, you need to get a fucking life and quit the bullshit.
Don't get mad. Get even. Shadowblade Investigations Protection Agency. The past is the past.
Creamy cobras.
What is up, guys? Soren Black here. And for my first actual video, I am doing the spicy ramen challenge, which I know I'm super late on. I got my fiance recording behind the camera here. What's up, babe? This is going to be interesting, and I am using the Dragon Ball Z bowl that I picked up from Ross for like 12 bucks with chopsticks, and as you can see, that shit looks hot. So if you guys want to see more of this, here we go. I got iced out milk on hand. I got iced coffee as well, so I got the fan on just in case. Oh, this is gonna be hot. But here we go, and I am using chopsticks for this, the traditional way that you're supposed to, so let me wipe these off real quick so I was mixing with them. Alright, so here we go. And I'm going to try to finish all of this, y'all, so this is going to be interesting, so here we go. Alright, it's going to get a grip. Fuck it. I'll pencil that shit. Not bad right off rip. Pretty good. Oh, there's a big one right there. Definitely makes you sweat a bit, but it's not bad. I'd say it's got the consistency of like, I'd say like an extremely hot Tabasco sauce mixed with jalapeno peppers. It's not bad. I can definitely eat this. This actually isn't too bad. Yeah. These shot sticks are brand new, y'all, so they're still a little slick. Haven't broke them in yet. Alright, so change of plans. I'm going to switch over to the spoon real quick just to make it easier. Because these chopsticks are not wanting to pick it up, so 1 moment. Oh, where's that? Oh, there we go. It isn't bad, it's just spicy. Like, it just makes you sweat a bit is really all it is. Other than that, it's not bad. I'm sweating a bit, but it's not bad. I'd say it's got the consistency of Cholula's hot sauce, but a little bit hotter. Just powering through it, man. Just powering through it. To my fiance who is currently watching this, give me a thumbs up or what do you think so far? How am I doing so far? Whew. word of advice, y'all, always have something like this ice milk on hand. Oh, now it's kicking in. Whew. Halfway through with only one swig, not bad. Grandma's stomach for the last ride here. Whew. And done. I don't see it as finished. Whew. Overall, definitely hot, but very good. And that is Spicy Ramen Challenge knocked out. Peace.
We'll be right back after these messages.
It's Ron. W-R-O-N-G. Ron.
What? What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He hasn't paid for the hotel. He hasn't even gotten a hold of us.
I'm pretty sure he...
I'm not going to go through that series of torture the way I have, because it's really affected me deeply in ways that I don't think I possibly could fucking explain. Like, I don't even want to be here on this earth anymore because of it. Like, seriously? I'm thinking about calling the FBI and having them investigate into torture of vulnerable adults. Can't say we're not vulnerable. We're homeless and we're mentally ill. And this was torture. And the purpose was for public humiliation, which is what you need for it to be considered torture. Like, you should look at the law before you start doing something so fucking evil. And that's what happened. Evil. The money wasn't worth it. The money is fucking trash. No one did what they said they were going to do with the fucking money. He led us to believe we were going to get a lot more money. Nah, he's pocketing it all for himself. The piece of fucking shit. While daggering that carrot in front of us. Like the piece of fucking shit he is. Like, I don't give a fuck. You got a hold of me yesterday and then you were acting like I was desperate for you, Buff? Nah. Nah. I'd rather go back on the streets. I'd rather.
The streets are a lot more gentler on you than fucking piece of shit humans. Another reason why you're a piece of shit buff is you tried to keep pulling this fucking I faked fucking cancer shit. When it was clearly a cancer scare back in that time. Which I tried to explain over and over again, but nah, you gotta go. Oh, what about this clip and this clip and this clip and this clip? Fuck you, you pieces of shit. Wonder why I didn't talk about it. Because why? What's the point of talking about it when people are just fucking using it for fucking drama's sake and drama's sake only? That's why you people are evil. That's why you're pieces of shit. Because you take a serious issue and you turn it into fucking monetary gain to fucking fit your fucked up egos. Like, trust me, I hate everyone. I hate all mankind after all of this. That seed of there's good people in the world, it's gone. It's dead. It really is. It's dead. So yeah, maybe I will call the FBI because I really feel like I was tortured on purpose. I was short-handed because we deserve a lot more of what we gone through than fucking crummy fucking $400. A lot more than that. And you can't fucking say he was paying for your hotel. No, we were paying for our fucking hotel. He didn't have to pay anything out of fucking pocket. Everything that happened, we earned by enduring your fucking torture, you piece of shit. And yeah, I might fucking sue. I might fucking put you in fucking jail for this. Because I'm having serious fucking mental problems right now. I don't feel good. I feel lost. I feel angry. I feel sad. And you think that it was a good thing to shorthand people, to treat people like they're fucking nothing. For your little fucking show, you piece of fucking shit. And trust me, you're gonna pay big time from the Lord for this. Big time. Because you didn't do what you said you were gonna do. You didn't put your fair share in. You didn't protect your fucking talent. No, the whole thing was the purpose of taking vulnerable adults, abusing them for the purposes of humiliation. And I think it could easily be proven in court. Especially when you're not paying people what you said you would pay them. You're a fucking liar, weebs. And you fucking know it. You screwed Richard and Chris over. They know. You screwed me and Jason over. You fucking know. You fucking know you were purposely silent the other day so we couldn't do the Exodus interview. You wouldn't get a hold of us. You didn't even try or attempt to get a hold of us. We were like, hey, what's going on? Nothing. And then acting like it was us. Trust me, people noticed what you did. And it's eventually going to turn right on to you. And then you're going to be the one crying. In fact, maybe I should call the FBI. I think I might. Because I honestly believe what I endured was torture.
for the purpose of humiliation. I didn't get paid the way I was supposed to. Complete and utter disregard for your fellow man. You lied, Buff. You lied. Piece of shit.
We'll be right back after these messages.
We got a saying around these parts, your hair will look fabulous. If your sideburns are lopsided as fuck, and that dye job ain't doing your happy ass no good, then you need the expertise of Von Hilton's Beauty Emporium.
Alright. Man, what a crow's nest. Wow, wait. I thought this was going to be easy, but it ain't.
You are looking good, man.
You noticed how I was struggling to cut it there. Wow. You better not have grabbed none of my hair, dude. Does it look okay in the back?
You need to do a little bit on the neck part. You got a little extra in the middle there, but it looks all right.
Von Hilton's Beauty Emporium. Beauty must be punished.
Yep. Yep. Just an FYI, folks. If you have a whole bunch of people wearing yellow vests, suddenly walking around your vehicle over and over and over again, that's not coincidence. That's their subtle way of saying get the fuck off our property. Because the next person walking by will be...
Even his forehead is dirty. How can you get that dirty doing nothing? I get the grounding stuff. His hands are so filthy right now. Have you seen that? It's going around his shot, his selfie. I should have grabbed that photo. I got it somewhere. I'll get it in a minute and put it up. That he took trying to show the video where he's trying to say he lost weight. And he's got the sandals on. His feet are just black. Like big toenails. I swear that was in a... Maybe it's one of these videos. Because I know Fat Photog. I know you caught it. Have you seen that shit? He's just completely filthy. I mean, I'm not shocked that he's filthy. It's just like... But just look at his face. Like, it's all over him. I've never seen dirty old Von Hilton so dirty.
A police officer.
Jesus.
This has been a public service announcement from your favorite sorcerer. And good old Von here
right
is
there,
flat as a
right
fucking
there.
washboard almost.
That's it,
Damn
folks.
close.
Right that. Watch how dirty he is. Dude.
Boys, the bubble butts are gone. The love handles have shrunk. The belly is gone. That shit will be gone, and then I'll be back in the saddle again, motherfuckers.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
Well, Sharpie barks at some unknown object. Anyways, yeah, I'm watching a video of a remote viewer, and she brought up an interesting point about disclosure. Disclosure may not necessarily be what you expect it to be. And she brought up a very interesting point. She said that what if you're watching a live performance of Justin Bieber, and then all of a sudden he transforms into a full 8-foot tall reptilian right in front of your eyes. What are you all going to do with that? Can you process that in your mind? Are you going to be able to handle that shit? Because truthfully, some of that may happen. A lot of your politicians, a lot of your musicians, a lot of people in industry, people in the banks, maybe even, may not necessarily be human. They may be reptilian, or they might be even something else. So are you prepared for that type of disclosure? Because that type of disclosure has every possibility of happening just as any other type. And so, she brought up a great point, and I wanted to stop and do a quick video on this while it's fresh in my mind, because, disclosure, we all want disclosure. Those of us that are in the know and that are intelligent, we want disclosure. But disclosure may not necessarily come the way we want it to either. And so it's like, okay, are we prepared to see Justin Bieber turn into an 8-foot-tall reptilian? Are we prepared to see Donald Trump turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Are we prepared for shit like that? And the answer is maybe. Now, see, I could handle that. I could handle it, no problem. I mean, I've seen the worst of the worst of the worst. And, I faced down demons, ghosts, goblins. I've dealt with just about everything you could think of, including shadow beings, smoke beings, whatever. And so, I've seen it all, I've done it all, I've dealt with it all. And so for me, seeing Justin Bieber on stage turning into an 8-foot-tall reptilian would not bother me in the least. Now, I'm not going to be too thrilled about it, because that's deception. And where does deception come from, class? Demons and evil spirits. That's where deception originated from. Okay, so anybody engaging in deception is doing demonic activity. And so, obviously, if Justin Bieber is not Justin Bieber anymore and he's an 8-foot reptilian, well, that's deception, and that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. And that leads me into the next question. And, why do we have all this low vibration shit going on? Well, there you go, the reptilians. The reptilians, and this is strictly my opinion, reptilians need the low vibration. Now, I could be wrong on that. I could. But I believe they need it. Because why else would they be hanging in it if they didn't need it, right? And this remote viewer also went into something like two possible Earths, a 5D and a 3D. And those of us that tend to vibrate at higher frequencies, we kind of flip-flop back and forth between the 3D and 5D. And but then, eventually there will be 5D, and that's just it. But we're not there yet. Not there yet. Now, I wanted to get this out to you while it's fresh on my mind, number one, and number two, because, there is talk of disclosure. It is out there. And as some of you are aware, I have friends that are ETs. I even have an ET girlfriend, believe it or not. She's a commander of a heavy cruiser. Her words, not mine. It was funny. I was telling somebody, I said, yeah, man, she's commander of a cruiser, and she corrected me right then. I said, no, heavy cruiser. And I'm like, oh, okay, mea culpa, heavy cruiser. So she corrected me literally on the spot while I'm talking to somebody about this. She corrects me right then and there, boom. No, it's a heavy cruiser. I'm like, okay. And she outranks me, so, I have to do what she says anyway, right? But anyway, somebody was half kidding, half telling the truth, I guess. I don't really know. But they're like, well, wait a minute, Bond, doesn't that violate the bigamy laws? And I said, well, what are the damn police going to do? Arrest her? I mean, seriously, what are the police going to do? It's not a damn thing they can do, But yeah, it was pretty cool. And but while this was fresh on my mind, I wanted to discuss it because those of us that are knowledgeable, we do want disclosure. I know I sure do. I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it. I'm psyched for it. Oh, well, Bon, what about these people that go ape shit and stuff? Well, we do have tranquilizer guns, we can trank them until they come to their senses or something. I don't know. But I can understand, that if Justin Bieber did transform into an 8-foot-tall reptilian live on stage, I imagine a lot of people would lose their shit. Yeah, absolutely. I imagine there would be. But that's when the other people are like, hey, chill, stay still, don't freak out, stay calm, keep your wits about you. Because that's the key to the whole damn thing, keeping your wits about you. Because if you keep your wits about you, and yes, I notice I look like I'm wearing the Star Trek The Next Generation outfit, yeah, set up like this. Keep your wits about you, and don't, if it happens, it happens. Now supposedly we had these really, really tall ETs that showed up in some mega mall or something, and the police were even called and everything. And if you encounter something like that, keep your cool at all times. Don't lose your shit. Keep your cool at all times. And that's the key, man. That's key to the whole damn thing. Keep your cool at all times. And so if you do see something wild like that, well, whip out your phone and get that shit on video, and then send it to me. Come talk to me. If you need somebody to talk to about this shit, talk to me. Feel free to talk to me. Leave me a PM, a DM, or a message, whatever the hell you call it here on TikTok. Leave me a message if you want to talk about that shit. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. But whatever you do, don't lose your shit. Okay? Keep your wits about you. Stay calm. And if Justin Bieber does turn into an 8-foot tall reptilian, well, then record that shit and then come get me. Okay? That's, Let's say, well, Bon, you're a sorcerer, but what are you going to do about aliens? Dude, I'm supposedly an earth angel, right? Okay, if I'm an earth angel, I'll be able to deal with it. I'm sure the gods and goddesses will unchain me enough to where that I can handle that situation if it arises. Because those of you that know, the gods and goddesses have me chained up. I can only help others. I cannot help myself. I can only help others. They said, you're too damn powerful right now. You gotta stay on the down low. So, oh well. And that's fine, and I realize why they're doing it, and I realize there's a reason for it and all that good shit, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It's all good. But anyway, while this was fresh on my mind, I thought I would come and I'd tell you about it. And so, if you do see something, don't lose your shit. Keep your cool, and then come get me, and I will help you. Alright? I will help you. But don't lose your shit, and don't... This is going to sound wrong, okay? But don't trust anybody. Because the inclination would be to go to the police or go to the government or something like that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You come to me. Come to me and tell me first. Because how do you know that government official you're talking to isn't also a reptilian? Well, you don't, now do you? Okay? So it might not be a good idea, necessarily, to go to the police or the government or whatever. And I was actually talking to that with my ET friends about that, because look at what's happened. The ETs have talked to our governments, and our government's plural. Okay, I'm not just singling out any one government. Government's plural. And what's been done? What's happened? Well, not a whole hell of a lot. Now, 1945, right on up to the present fucking day, and I can't see a whole. Okay, great, we got fiber optics. Yay! Yay, we got fiber optics out of it. Okay, great. But I know, man. We could be so much more farther advanced by now, in my opinion, than we are. But that's me. That's my opinion. But in any event, whatever happens, but don't lose your shit, okay? And if you think you're going to lose your shit, come see me. Contact me. Reach out to me. Whatever. And, because I think, and I don't know, this video, this remote viewer that was being interviewed, I'd have to go back and look at the date, but I think we might get disclosure. We might not get it exactly the way we want it, right? We might get it by shock, shock and awe. Hey, surprise, motherfucker. So just keep, like I always say, man, keep your head on a swivel, look around you, look up. Don't forget to look up, look down. Don't just look around, look up and look down too. Look all around you. Stay sharp. Stay focused. Don't let anything fucking rile you. Okay? And if you keep your shit about you, you keep your wits about you, you'll be fine. You'll be fine no matter what they throw at us. You'll be fine. And don't forget we got the fake alien invasion coming. My ET friend said we're going to take care of that shit. I hope so. But, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of stuff they're going to throw at us to get us thinking in a certain direction, and just, stay focused. That's the best thing I can tell you right now. Stay focused, man. Stay focused on what you're doing. And don't let anything rile you, man. Don't let anything rile you. Because they're going to try to get your emotions, okay? They're going to try to get you on your emotions. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that shit. Because they're going to try, man. They're going to try. Well, they're going to try a lot of shit. But mostly they'll try to get you on your emotions. Don't let them do that. Don't let them do that. But in any event, I just wanted to get on here while that was fresh on my mind. Because, we may get disclosure, but it may not be the way you're expecting. So, just stay on guard. Like I said, learn how to put a cone of protection around you. That's pretty damn important. Learn how to use your mind as a weapon to protect yourself, because that's important. And just get ready for anything, man. Just get ready for any fucking thing. Because it's untelling what they're liable to throw at us. They're liable to throw everything, including the kitchen sink. So, be on your guard. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here and went. Y'all have a pleasant day, and better tomorrow. Bye. Alrighty, folks, I have some news for you that you may not have heard of. There is going to be a national press conference on May the 8th regarding disclosure, and the media is encouraged to attend. It's going to feature prominent whistleblowers in the UFO and UAP community, and the hope being that we will finally get actual disclosure. Now, there's been a lot of hints at it. It's been, the president's talked about it, the vice president's talked about it. I didn't even know there was going to be a press conference. Of course, I've been out on the road driving too, so I got an excuse. But, it's May the 8th at the National Press Club, Washington, D.C. I was unable to find a specific time on it. I Googled it, but I could not get a specific time. So see if you guys can track down an actual time when it starts. But it's going to be at the National Press Club in Washington, D.C. on May the 8th. And they're going to feature prominent whistleblowers in the UFO community. And in the hopes that the media will attend and that others will attend and maybe even some government officials will attend, hopefully. And see if we can't, work our way towards disclosure. Now, the irony is that I found this out via a Christian site on YouTube that believes that all the extraterrestrials are demons and we're all gonna fucking die and they're gonna steal our souls and all that. And it's I don't know. I mean, hey, everybody's entitled to their belief and opinion, everybody is. But I mean, I got ETs that are friends, and it's kind of insulting, when you've got somebody running around saying that all extraterrestrials are demons and they're gonna suck your soul out of your body and all of this crap. And it's very insulting when you have ETs as friends and people are running around saying stuff like that. Now, that's not to say that there aren't bad ETs out there. I'm sure there is, because there's good and bad in everything, right? But this idea that all the ETs, you know, the broad brush, all the ETs are evil, all the ETs are bad, you know, they're coming to steal your soul and all this, yeah. And it just, you know, it gets frustrating. It gets frustrating as somebody that actually has ETs as friends. It gets very frustrating. Let's just put it that way. And so the irony is not lost on me that I got this information from a Christian site on YouTube that says that very thing. Oh, we're all gonna die. It's all demonic, and it's just, you know, and the vice president kind of gave them some fuel for fire by saying that he believed that, you know, some or all of them were demonic, and it's just, oh my God, you know, this narrative that they're, you know, everything you don't know is evil and it's gonna get you, you know. And it's just the furthest thing from the truth, in my opinion. But, you know, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, you know, even if it's wrong. But yeah, I mean, you know, as somebody that has ETs as friends, it gets kind of frustrating when you got people running around saying that they're all demonic and they're all going to kill us all, and it's just, you know, and the thing about the scary thing about that viewpoint is that it feeds right into this fake alien invasion that the elites want to put out there. It feeds right into that, and that's really that's the bad part about it, is that it feeds right into that narrative, and that makes it bad, you know. Because then the elites can manipulate people like that, you know. Say, well, look at all these Christians that believe they're demonic, you know. So obviously there's going to be an alien invasion, you know. And it is just, you know. And I asked my ET friends. I said, what's the deal on the alien invasion? They said, we got this shit. We got this. Okay. So yeah, the alien invasion. Now that's not to say they're not going to try, because they are. But the real ETs are going to shut that shit down. Okay, I mean, think about it. If somebody was running around claiming to be you'd want to go in there and shut that shit down, right? Okay, well, the ETs are the same way. You know, you don't think they know this they want a fake alien invasion to scare the shit out of people? Of course they know it. And they're going to do something about it. They're going to put a stop to it. So don't panic. Stay under control. You know, keep your head on a swivel. All that. But it's going to be okay. Everything's going to get taken care of. But anyway, back to my little story here. May the 8th, going to be prominent whistleblowers there. Hopefully the media will be there. Hopefully even some government officials will be there. The idea being to, you know, push disclosure and get it out there, and hopefully get the ball rolling and get some things done. Like I said before, the Disclosure Project has cataloged 57 different types of extraterrestrial. Obviously, not all of them are evil or deadly or dangerous. You know, are there a few well-known types of ET that, you know, people seem to think could be not exactly friendly to humans? Yes, of course, but that doesn't mean they all are. Okay, that's you know, this broad brushing of extraterrestrials is not good. It's not good, and it doesn't do anybody any good. It really doesn't. Anyway, enough said about that. But I'm going to check it out. I hope you check it out and see where this thing goes. Hopefully we'll get. There's a lot of people thinking that this is the year of disclosure. I hope that's the case, because I'm ready for it. I think the people are ready for it. I think the world is ready for it. You know, I mean, by now most of the world has grown up on Star Wars and Star Trek and, you know, and various, you know, Babylon 5 and you know, Space Above and Beyond, just to name a few. And so, you know, I don't think, you know, the idea of ETs existing, I don't think is going to scare the shit out of anybody. I think we're ready for that. I think we're ready to deal with that. And I think that, you know, they're wanting, you know, they can't, you know, a lot of them follow what Star Trek called a prime directive, meaning non-intervention, you know. Of course, with the Disclosure Project and with you know, with the idea that you know, we're going to acknowledge that they exist, and we're going to acknowledge that, you know, things have been going on in the past. Hopefully that will break the ice and allow them to, you know, interact with us on a more personal nature and Now obviously I'm looking forward to free energy. That's one of the things that I'm wanting to see is free energy. But there's other things, that needs to be done, and there's things that can be mutually beneficial, because I'm sure there's things that they're wanting to know about us, and, there's things that we want to know about them, and so, we tend to benefit that way, and try to get humanity, for a long time, the elite families, the 300 elite families, have stymied the growth of humanity. The Jetsons cartoon came out. When did the Jetsons cartoon? Yeah, 1950, guys. For crying out loud, man. We need to get moving on that. we should have been living like the Jetsons by now. Easy.
All right, so I realized actually earlier on, this is a great fat photog cut, but of a video that we've already watched earlier. So, we got some new content here. And I got a bonus video coming up as well, folks.
99 in Texas, man. I was like, oh God, me and the dog's going to die. We got to get the fuck out of here. So we went north into the upper echelons of the United States there. And so I'm making my way to Michigan. And so as I do so, it's getting colder and colder and colder. Because we're getting up there close to the Canadian border and shit, So, it gets pretty cold. But yeah, misinformation is not what I'm about, TikTok. You need to know that. You need to know that, TikTok, because there's going to be a quiz later. I guarantee it. Let me state this again for the record. When I'm on here, I'm giving my opinion. My opinion is the exact opposite of misinformation. Misinformation is where you get on here and you deliberately lie to people in order to deceive them. My opinion is the exact opposite of that. My opinion is where I believe that I am giving the absolute truth to the best of my ability. Whether it ends up being true or not is up for debate. And when I'm giving it with the belief that it is the truth as to the best of my ability as far as I know. Alright, so obviously my opinion, therefore, is going to be the exact opposite of misinformation. Because I am never going to willingly and deliberately mislead anyone. I will not do that, TikTok. I don't believe in that. And Freedom Religion does not believe in that. In fact, Freedom Religion, one of the tenets of Freedom Religion, says that you must never go against someone's free will. That is one of the core tenets of Freedom Religion, that you never go against someone's free will. So obviously, if I'm giving them misinformation, if I'm willfully and deliberately deceiving them, then I'm going against their free will, am I not? Yeah. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Folks, we still got a lot of empty seats here in this white thing. So if it says join, if that white thing says join on your end, you need to click on it and join it because it's filling up. It's back up to 5 again, so it's filling back up. We need people in there. They're in there partying hardy and having a good time apparently. So let's do it. Also, I still need the big red teddy bear up here. There's a big red teddy bear up there. You got to wait for it to go by. But there's a big red teddy bear up there. And I need that big red teddy bear. Now the red and yellow heart, I need it too. But I need that big red teddy bear right there. That guy right there. There he was. I need a big red teddy bear. And TikTok says I have to have it. So if someone would be so kind as to give me that big red teddy bear, I'd appreciate it. Because TikTok says I need it for whatever reason. So there we go. Anyways. But yeah, we are at 5:49. The 6 o'clock alarm is about to sound. And when the 6 o'clock alarm sounds, I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to go use the bathroom. And then I'm going to get back out on the open road again. Because, hey, that's what I do. That's what I've been doing anyway. But I thought I'd get on here and do a live because TikTok kept saying, you ain't done a live. You ain't done a live in a long time. So here I am. I am live. I'm doing a live show. But I am not spreading misinformation, TikTok. Quit that shit. Quit listening to these damn trolls. I'm sick of it. Sick of that shit. But yeah, the weather. Yeah, if you want to change in the weather, man, just get on the interstate. The weather will change. Because I was sweating in 99-degree heat in Texas, and then now in Oklahoma I'm cold. So just if you don't like the weather, give it a while. Or travel down the interstate, one or the other, and you'll get a change. Don't worry. But it says I'm a popular live right now. Well, very good. I guess at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning I should be, right? Ain't a whole lot of going on at the 5 o'clock in the morning. Not a whole lot going on at 5 in the morning. So I guess I would be. Well, I'm on West Coast time still, I guess. I don't know. I wonder if this thing... Does a mobile device automatically change the time zone when you go through different states? Or does it stay and you have to manually change it? I don't know. But yeah, he admitted in the chat he flagged my shit. Getting sick of that. Getting really, really sick of that shit. You wonder why I haven't done a live show TikTok. Well, number one, I've been on the road. And number two, when I do a live, some smarmy YouTube troll comes in here and flags my shit as misinformation, even though I wasn't giving any misinformation. And then you wonder why I don't do a live show? There you go. There's your reason right there. Yeah, it wasn't misinformation. Jeez. Anyway. Don't forget to tap my forehead and make me feel cheap. Come on, people. You know you want to. I know the trolls and haters want to, because it lowers my value. Tap me on the forehead. You get deleted. You hearing me, WhatsApp? I hope you're hearing me. You never give me a code, so I deleted your ass. When somebody says they want a code, and they deserve to have a code, you should give them a code. But yeah, WhatsApp refused to give me a code, so I said, okay, fine, I'll just delete their fucking ass. And so I did. Sure did. Alright, that is 555, which, by the way, is an angelic number. For those of you that don't know, look up angelic numbers, look up 555, it will tell you. That is 555. I'm going to get out of here and went. I'm going to go use the bathroom, and then I'm going to get back on the open road. So, you all have a wonderful day, and a better tomorrow. Bye.
He's heading to Michigan, folks. It's getting colder and colder. Like I said, stick around. I got a bonus video. It's actually from a few days, last weekend, I think, actually. I took this one off Todd Malakote's channel, actually. It's Vaughn in the dog park. Sounds very interesting. So let's check that out since we're all together for the party, folks. Thumbs it up, all that good stuff. And it should play any minute now. Any minute now. There we go. Folks.
Alright. We are at a dog park where, of course, Sharpie has to pee on everything. And so I told you if I got a chance to record the next dog park, I would. And so I am. So we are at a dog park somewhere off of I-40. I actually had to Google it, but I found one. And so he's got a chance to run without the leash for a change. Of course, he's got to pee on everything, you know, typical dog. But he's free of the leash for a little while, and so that's good for him. Gives him a chance to get out and do whatever he wants to do, which is pee on everything. So I got to pee on everything, Daddy. So he's peeing on everything and having him a good time. And that is a good thing. That is a very good thing. Now, obviously, by the time you get this video, we are no longer here. I have to do that because I have people that would actually track me down and try to destroy my vehicle or steal my dog. So I have to make sure that we constantly stay on the move. Till I get my permanent residence, then I can do my videos indoors where they can't get any cues, and Google won't be able to tell them where the hell I live or where I'm at. That's the only bad thing about Google. They can get on Google and they can literally find out where I'm at simply by these videos or by still pictures. And that's the only downside to Google. Other than that, I don't mind it. In fact, I saw a video just yesterday talking about that very thing. They've even got a software now, an app that you can get for your phone that will allow you to literally find anyone. And so I got to change up all my information here soon to prevent this app from being able to find me, which is pretty damn sad, but what are you going to do? Nothing you can do. Yes, that sign there says dog park backwards. Are you having fun, Sharpie, peeing on everything? Are you having fun peeing on everything? See, I gotta pee on everything. I gotta check everything out and pee on everything, don't you? Yes, you do. But he's having him a blast. He's got to investigate everything. I think Sharpie believes he's a police dog, because whenever somebody's taking something out of their vehicle, he barks at them, almost as if to say, hey, you're stealing that. You can't do that. And so maybe he was a police dog in a past life. You never know. You never know, folks. But he sure is having some fun. There was a guy with a seeder come by earlier sowing grass seed, and he barked at the seed spreader. So he got to bark at something. So he's happy. As long as he gets to bark at stuff, he's happy. It seems like. Seems like as long as he gets to bark at stuff, he's happy. But anyway, like I said, once you get this video, we will be long gone. So if you want to take the time, haters, to come out here and waste your gasoline, feel free to do so. But we will not be here by the time you get here. Guaranteed. Guarantee. We will be gone. Like the wind. Who was that? Christopher Columbus, I think. Or Christopher Cross. I'm sorry, not Christopher Columbus. Christopher Cross. Ride like the wind. Da 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 dun 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 dun. Oh, it's actually, the RV park is actually a gated community. Wow, little mini gated community there. That's cool. That's pretty cool. All right, Sharpie dog. You got to pee on everything, don't you? Yep. See, he's got to pee on everything. Got to pee on everything, Dad. I got to pee on everything. Don't pee on the seat though. You can pee on the legs, just not on the seat itself. And you'll probably pee on that too. Are you having fun, Sharpie? He's busy looking at something. He's digging at something. I don't know what he's digging at. Let's go see what he's digging. What are you doing, Sharpie dog? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you digging at? No, 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 Sharpie dog. No, 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 Sharpie dog. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Let's not get into let's not figure out a way to get into somebody else's thing there. Oh shoot, you can get right under there, can't you? You can get right under there, can't you? Are you having fun, Sharpie? Are you having fun? Are you having fun, Sharpie dog? Are you having fun? I didn't know there was a place for him to crawl up under there. Son of a gun. And there's more dogs are showing up, so we're gonna have to cut this short. He got to run and play before the other dogs arrived. I think they're waiting for us to leave anyway, because it's little tiny dogs. Come here, Sharpie dog. I'm gonna ring this off. Have a good one, folks.
And folks, that's where we're going to leave it for this evening. Thank you very much for coming out. And we will keep you posted on the latest in the lulls. And we'll see what develops out of these knuckleheads. Something's about to erupt. I think Shannyville might go off here soon. But that's for another day. Folks, have a good night and a better tomorrow. And yeah, that's all I got.